Hi, 1010 students. Bachwald here. I unfortunately had another long COVID crash yesterday during school and I ended up having to go home halfway through the day. Good news is that it's not as bad of a crash as it was for my last one, so I should be at school tomorrow, Friday. If you need to come see me, I'll be in my classroom Friday, and I should be in class on Tuesday. All right, so I've gone through Canvas and I've tried to simplify this digital documentary assignment as much as I possibly can. So you are going to be working on an outline or a what is it called? A storyboard. So if you click on this assignment, you have the weekend to do this. Essentially, you're going to take your research and you are going to organize it into an outline. Now, you've got two options. You can do the traditional outline template or the storyboard template. Knowing me, I would go with something like this. This one seems a little too involved, and I'll make a lot of those decisions once I start making my PowerPoint or my Google presentation or Prezi or Adobe Spark presentation. So I'm going to show you the traditional outline first. I've made a copy of it already. It's essentially the same document that I gave you as a template for your literature review outline for the topic we did last time about book banning. Define your topic, why does it matter, and then your thesis. What is your main the thesis for this one could be informative. It doesn't necessarily have to be argumentative. If you're giving people practical advice on what they can do about climate change, you can do something along the lines of that. Here are three things you can do. If you are giving someone guidance for where to place a bolt when establishing a new route in rock climbing, you can do that. Or if you are talking about synthetic oil or real oil, I'm sorry, gentlemen, I forgot what you're talking about. You can establish this is whatever it is you're going to say, your main goal or your main idea of it. And then your subtopics, I would put it into three parts. And then what points are you going to make? You do need to bring up research. And ultimately, you're going to use this as a guide for you're going to convert this later into a digital presentation, a PowerPoint or Prezi or an Adobe Spark presentation. You can have three subtopics, you can have five subtopics, you can have two longer subtopics, whatever it is that you need. Now, the other option is to create a storyboard template. I think this one's a little bit more. This is the one, um, well, just because of my circumstances, I've made this assignment much easier than my uh, colleagues. And her students are getting much more involved in this assignment, which is good. I just don't have the time or the energy to do that this semester, and I'm sorry about that. So you can do a time. I think it's better to give you an example of this. Here it is, timestamp. What's on the screen? Here's an example that Miss Miner looked over with the student documentary Homeless. I think I showed you that one, but it's more of a time. It's much more involved. Like exactly, this is more if you're making a documentary as opposed to a PowerPoint or an Adobe Spark presentation. So if you're going the more documentary, the more video style, this would be the storyboard is probably a much better resource for you. If you're just going to do a Google presentation or a PowerPoint or Prezi, I think this one is going to be better. I wish I were there to answer more of your questions, but I'm pretty sure you guys can do this. If you have any questions, please let me know. Email me through my Weber account, and I can answer those emails. Folks, you've been great. We're almost done with this semester. I will see you on Tuesday of next week. Have a great weekend, and thank you so much for being patient with me during this interesting time in my life. Take care, folks.